To understand this array list, I'm into Eclipse and the class name is ArrayList demo. And inside this array list, let us create the object. And here we are going to discuss about only generic type. Can you please tell me the syntax of array list creation? Array list with A and L capital, otherwise syntactically we are wrong. Then angular brackets. So let us understand first integer values. Integer AL is the object variable for array list I am taking. Then new control space array list, not demo, only array list. What's the generic type? Here also generic type as integer, then default constructor, then followed by semicolon. Why we are getting error? Which package they are present? All they are present in java.lang package or util package. If it is long, we no need to import. It's by default. Util dot specifically go for array list. Otherwise, you can go for star as well. Which is recommended? What's the reason? If you use star, all the things which are present in the inside util will be loaded first. That's why execution time will be delay or performance is less. How to add elements into this array list? AL dot add. I am trying to add a character A. Supported or no? What's the reason? It must be of integer type only. ASCII values will it take? No. If it is taking, then why we are getting error? No. It's object type. Yeah. So 100. Then I am trying to add AL dot add of some 5. Next AL dot add of some minus 10. Next AL dot add of some 1000. Then at the last, I'll take AL dot add of say 1. Then to see the output, system.out.println, I'll print object variable name of list is nothing but AL. What is the expected output for this? What are the properties of array list? It preserves the insertion order. Therefore, what is our expected output? 100, 5 minus 10, 1000, 1. Correct or not? So we are expecting this one. So I'm just commenting this. Save, execute, control F11. So we got the output 100, 5 minus 10, then 1000 and 1. This is the first basic example of how do we add the elements. Can we add null? Is it possible or not possible? Possible. Just here I am trying to add AL dot add of say null. Accepted. Let me execute control F11. You can see this also at the last. Null is allowed. Can we add duplicate elements? So for that I am just taking AL dot add of one of the previous element is nothing but say 1000. What is the expected output? We get 1000 twice or only once? Twice, because array list allows duplicates. So you can see 1000 at appropriate positions. Yeah. Now what is the index position of this 100? 0, 5, 1, then 2, 3, 4 and so on. Can we try to add elements at a particular index position? Yes or no? So for that, I'm taking after this print statement, AL dot, what's the method? Add. But what's the method name which I'm taking? Not directly add as integer type. then add of int index and the element type. So here I'm adding int index number. Let me choose one position, index position 1. Then what's element? It should be of integer type only. Then let us go for a different value to notice the difference. 500 or 5000. Yeah. After this, what is the expert output if you print it? So AL. So then which position we are adding? First position. What's the first output? 100 followed by 5000. Then 5 minus 10, then 1000, then 1, then null. And also 1000 because duplicates are allowed. This is our expert output. Correct? Then do we get the same? Let me execute. This is our first print statement, and this is the second print statement after adding 5000 at a particular index position. Can we get only particular index position value? I don't want to print all. I want to print some fourth index position value. Possible or not possible? How to get it? Which method? Get method. So AL dot get. What is the input for that? One int index. What's the return type? Integer type. Sorry, return type is always. Is it always integer? No. What's our generic type? So internally that is implementing integer only for time being. Now if you go for array list of character, then this will change the appropriately according to our generic types. We cannot say this is always. Get off, I am getting the index number called say 5. Yeah. Then to see the output, write this entire thing in the print statement. So let me, for identification, the same thing, system.out.println, we'll try to print al dot get off index number say 5. Yeah. Save it. Then control F11. What is the output we got? 1. Is it correct? Yes or no? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fifth index position is element is nothing but 1. So we got the expected output. We can add at a particular index position. We can get a particular index position value. Can we delete a particular index position value? So for that, what is the method? Remove al dot, a method name called as remove. How many are there? Remove first one with index is the input, then remove one particular collection, one particular object of collection, then remove all, then remove if with some other syntax here. So I'm going for remove with particular index number. Which index position? Let us choose some 2. Yeah. So this is the syntax of how do we remove, but the same thing if we execute, and I'll print it after this system.out.println. After removing, again I am printing the array list. Then what's supposed to be our output, please? Okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second. This is our previous output. If it's possible to copy, I'll paste it here. Yeah. So this is the previous output before we remove. Now we are trying to remove index position to element. Now tell me what is the modified output, which supposed to be not there. Index position to element should be removed, correct? 5 should be removed. So here I'm removing the 5. This is what we are expecting. It will happen or not, we'll execute and check. After this removal, now I want to print the element which is present at second index position only. Are you getting my scenario? Yeah. So we are removing which element? Second index position element. Again, I am printing the second index position element only. What has to happen internally? Shift back operations has to happen. Then what will be there in the output of second index position? Minus 10 supposed to be. So for this line number 22 print statement, we expect this output. And for line number 23 print statement, we expect the output as minus 10. Correct or not? Let me save and we'll execute from here. Only see the last 2 print statements. So 5 is gone. Index position 2 element is gone in the next output because we removed it. Then later on we printed the again second index position element only. All these elements were shifted back. Adding shift right side and removal shift option will be left side. So because of that time delay in the large containers, not with the small values. Null is allowed into this array list, and here is an example of duplicates are allowed. And next, this is the meaning is can access a particular index position elements, and this means we can remove or delete a particular index position element. Yeah. Now you can take. So here, how many elements were there in the last? At last, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'll add 4 more wantedly. I'll add 4 more. The same thing I'll copy and I'll paste at the last. Yeah. 4 more elements were added. So before we add these 4 elements, I want to get the size of this array list. How to get it? System.out.println. What's the method? al.size is one predefined method with no inputs. It returns integer value. And after this, again, I'm printing the size. After adding this 11th elements, I'm printing the size once again. Control S, Control F11. So here, what is the size? 7. Next, what is the size? Yeah, 11 elements. Correct or not? Yeah. Capacity we are not printing. We are printing the size. Number of elements which are present, not the empty size. Now internally, one kind of set can be converted into another kind. That means, can we make this array list as without duplicates now? Can we make this array list as without duplicates? What we should do? We want to allow end users to enter some data, but later on, we don't want any duplicates. Which set doesn't allow duplicates? Which set? Hash set doesn't allow duplicates. Then create the object for hash set and pass the array list object as the input that hash set. And print the hash set element. Then we get the output as no duplicates. We'll do that. Yeah, I'm adding all these things in the same program. I hope you are getting correctly and clearly out. So after this, I'm just writing the comment lines for more clear understanding. Remove the duplicates from array list. Yeah. Then to remove these duplicates, what we have to do? The set property hash set doesn't allow duplicates where the order also not preserved. Yeah. Then here I'm creating the object for hash set. What type? Same generic type as integer. HS is the object variable. Then new, again hash set. Why we are getting error? Because this is not imported. So let me write import java dot util dot hash set. H and S are capital. Now accepted in last line. Yes. So what we have to pass here? We have to pass the array list object. Accepted. This is an example of converting one type of collection into another type of collection. Now I'll print this HS. System.out.println HS. What's supposed to be the output? Duplicate should not be allowed. Only observe the last line of output. What happened here? some random order, but any duplicates? No, all the elements are there. From this last output, 100 is there somewhere, then 5,000, then 1,000, and 1 null 1,000, because duplicate will not be there. So this is the example of how do we convert one collection into another collection by creating the object and pass the object variable. Removing the duplicates from ArrayList using hasset. Clear or any doubts? I'm taking this first syntax once again. ArrayList. I'll write the here, and this time I'm changing this list variable from AL to AL2. What's the generic type? Here I'm making it as character. Accepted? Yes. Can we add? How to add? AL2 dot add elements. What type of elements are allowed? Characters. I'm taking capital A. Accepted? What's index position? 0. So now if you just notice AL dot add of, yeah, AL dot add of. What's the here parameter? Integer. Now the same thing, I'll make it as AL2. What happened? Clarify. So internally, as soon as we create the class of generic type, all the properties of character will come to this. Addition, removal, getting, all those things of character type here. And because here it is integer, then internally this ArrayList class is going to add the integer elements, then remove the integer elements and get the integer elements only. And this AL2 will get the character values only, all insertion, removal, all those things. So this is about the ArrayList. How many ways we can print? 2 ways or 3 ways? Somewhere top of the interfaces, one more is sitting on top. What is that? Iterator. That we'll discuss on the next class because I could see little less today. And the second approach, how do we print this ArrayList elements by second approach? By using a for each loop. Can you please run syntax? For AL type integer. Next, programmer defined object variable name. I'll go for I because I is not used previously. Then colon ArrayList AL. Inside this system.out.println print I. So let me save. Okay. So only the last output will notice. So this is the output for all these elements from here. ArrayList we are printing, not has set. Therefore, duplicates will be there. Clear, no? So from wherever we are getting this new line, this is the ArrayList, including duplicates because we added 11 elements into the ArrayList. So this is the final output. This is the second approach. Then to print the third way, what is there? What is the approach to print the third way? Iterator. One is iterator as the interface and also implemented method as well. Iterator is one, and one more is list iterator. Did I give you this? Yes. These are interfaces, and along with this, there is one more. What is that? Legacy class. For legacy classes, enumeration. Enumeration, it's applied on legacy classes, vector and stack. And when it comes to this iterator, universal. And when it comes to list iterator, only for ArrayList and also linked list. What's the reason behind we need one separate for this? Why can't we use only this universal iterator for even ArrayList and linked list also? What is the reason behind why we need one more iterator? For this, what about this array list and linked list are nothing but are the index? Is it possible to perform index based operations on that? Possible or not possible? Possible. So to perform index based operations, we have to traverse in unidirection or bidirectional. For example, if this is array list, this is array list, and then say for example, this is some hash set. Hash set index based operations are possible? Not possible. Array list index based are possible? Yes, possible. So here it is. Index is not possible in hash set, but when it comes to array list, it is possible. It means once if we point to index number, say for example, some 4, can we come back to 0th index position again? I mean, can I print get by 4th index number element and get by 0th index number? Possible or not? So for this possibility, the cursor has to move only one direction or both directions. So from 4 to 0, from 0 to last, again from last to somewhere in the previous, again comes to first. All these are possibilities must be provided because of index based operation support is there. But with iterator, there is a limitation. Iterator, there is a limitation that it moves only in unidirection or one direction. Therefore, getting back or coming back is restricted with iterator. That is the reason behind to have a separate iterator for only list type. That means array list and also linked list because they both supports index based operations. The cursor has to traverse in forward direction and also to the backward direction. So because of those reasons, list it is the most preferable iterator for only list. For remaining all, including list as well, we can use iterator, but we can move only one direction. For bidirectional, we need this list iterator support. Hope you understood the reason and why support is required. And that support is provided by list iterator on ArrayList and also LinkedList. Understood. How do we write it? As I said, I could see less strength today. We'll discuss on Monday on this. The third approach of iterator for all, set, hash set, linked hash set, and tree set, and then followed by ArrayList and LinkedList. We'll see the iterator example, and then followed by list iterator. We will be discussing about ArrayList list iterator and also LinkedList example of list iterator. But the reason is why we need third one because of bidirectional support that will be provided by list iterator interface with some supported methods are there. I will go for the next demo, that is linked list. I'll close this one or okay, I'll just minimize. To discuss the next one inside this collection demo project, inside this list demo package, I'm going for one more class. This is nothing but linked list demo. Selecting main method, click on finish. Then to create the object for this linked list, first what we have to do? Import, please tell me, java.util. Am I on record? Yeah. Java.util. Linked list. Then once this is done, we can create the object. So I'm going for linked list. Again, for clear understanding, I'm going for integer only. Wrapper class, therefore I should be capital. Integer, some LL is linked list equals to new control space. I'll go for linked list as type. What's the generic type? Integer. Can we go for left side one generic and right side another generic? Yes or no? Are you sure? Linked list. L should be capitals. Then how do we add the elements into this linked list? LL dot add method. What type of values are allowed? Integer. So I'll take some 100. Next LL dot add of. I'll take some minus 100. Again, LL dot add of some 1000. Yeah. What is order? System dot order println LL. What is the expected output? Insertion order or random order? So what is the expected output? 100 followed by minus 100 followed by 1000 is what we are expecting. Me save. Let me execute from here. So save and execute. So it is 100 minus 100 and 1000. Can we get a particular index position element? How to get it? System.out.println. I'm just printing directly. L all dot get corresponding index. I'm giving the index number as say 012 or 2. Can we remove a particular index position element? How to remove? System.out.println ll dot which method? Remove the corresponding index number. I'll take 0. What is output here? For this getting, what is output? The corresponding expert output is 1000. After this removal, what is the expert output? We don't get the output here. After that, we have to print this linked list again. What's output? Minus 100 and 1000. First 0th index position should be removed. So let me save, execute. You got it? Can we add element at a particular index position? How to add? LL dot add, and I'm going with a int index and corresponding element. So I'm trying to add some second position with some element of any integer value, say 500. Yeah. Next, can we add null? Accepts or any error? It will accept it. LL dot add of, I'm adding a value called null. Can we add one more time null? Duplicates are allowed. So I'm trying to add one more null here. You can just notice. Can we add an element to duplicates? Yes, without null, I mean LL dot add of some 1000, which is there previously. I think so. We didn't remove. It's there. Then after adding all these things, then again I'm printing it. System.out.println. I'll print LL. Yeah. What is the output of line number 18? So for this, what's output? Minus 100, 1000, 500. What's the last line of output? Minus 100, 1000, 500, null, null, and then 1000. So let me comment this. I'm not adding. So save it. Control F11. This is about a linked list demo.